Hello, so we're going to do a collective message on the new moon reading for February 9th, and it's in Aquarius. So this has already felt like before. If you guys haven't, it's almost like an early spring cleaning. And this means like spring cleaning in relationships and physical things and things around you. So you're going to start seeing some shifting going around, or you feel like you need to be doing some shifting. That is something that is definitely happening here. So what is it that the collective is going to get out of this new moon? This first question I'm going to go ahead and ask. What is it that you guys are going to get out of this? Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What did I just say? Moving on. This means shifting things, moving to the next section. You're doing that. And then you get your fulfillment of wishes. So when you stop resisting that there's new changes. Remember, this is a new moon. This is Aquarius. This is air. This is sign. So think about how there's leaves are blowing and stuff like that. That is totally like about just moving energy. Foundations, patience moving forward. Yes. Okay. Well, let me just say we're here already. This is just going into that if you're wanting that happy ending, that rainbows. And happy ending is relevant to the person itself, because your happy ending is not the same as everybody else. And also remember that stop settling for just what is right now. So which means I can want a certain car and everything else, and then later on change my mind. You're perfectly fine with that. So just because you get what you desire at that moment doesn't mean that you're not able to upgrade. So this also has to do a lot with if you haven't been planning on what your manifestations are or what you're wanting to move forward, I would get on that. We're also getting the moon card along with the suffering card, which when I usually get the suffering, this is like we're dealing with some internal depression, internal like feeling hopeless type energy. This is really about like, let's get into what is it that your emotions are, getting connected with it. Be vulnerable, because being vulnerable means like I get to see exactly what is my true desires. What do I deserve? What is it that I need to go for? And then that hints some new beginnings for you. So whether this is that you're moving in the next 3 months, whether this is going to be that you're taking new clients in, or whether that you're having new relationships, either way, it's going to be a rejoice and celebration for you. I don't want you to take this as in the tower moments are super shitty to you, because the tower moments are just because you sat there too long and it's decided to make a change. So we consciously put in our subconscious mind, what is it that we want to make changes? And then you say them and you keep saying, why is this not happening? And then when there's a big thing where they just sweep the rug out of under you and start moving stuff, don't get pissed about that. Don't get mad about that. I had some situations I had came back to realize that the situation that had happened 3 years ago was for my best interest. Did I feel like at that moment and sometimes afterwards that I resented the person? Yes. It felt so good to just release that attachment with it. So just letting you know. So not only are we becoming to a more of embracing the love that you have for yourself, embracing how you're able to share your gifts. Everyone has certain gifts, whether this is for your voice chakra, which is your heart chakra, this is anything like that. Your gifts provide your happiness. And if you're happy, then you attract love from all different places. You attract wealth, the best health. When you're feeling shitty about yourself, good, we got love again. We also got people who might be releasing old relationships in the past. And there do feel like some collectively people might have some trouble with relationships that they currently have. I do feel with the relationships, if you're currently having and they're not doing the best that you want to do, is that you've been lying to yourself or they've been lying to themselves. Yeah. And when we're saying we're not acknowledging, we're not having truth, you guys are having this whole fairy tale that everything is going to work out to it. One thing I think I've always been told was that if you can't work through their bad stuff, it just never, work. That's not the thing. There's some people that have really toxicness that shouldn't be in relationships because they still need to figure out what is it that is not true. Not like find themselves, because they are natives. It's like what is not true, the story that they painted to it. So if you are enabling someone, if you are enabling yourself, this is the time to do some releasing for it. Stop having this whole dream scenario. Open up your heart, open up exactly what is it that's for you, and unleash everything that's for you. Don't forget that I do have a course that is called Unleash, which is your mind detox. We're talking about subconscious mind. So if you're needing more assistance on that, that would be, in the comments there for you. Either way, I really want you to take this new moon and like wrap it up. Wrap it up in a nice pretty bow. This is more of like journaling. So whether the new moon is not till the 9th, today is the 8th as I'm recording this. So you have time to journal it out. What is it that you know that needs to make a shift? I also want to know too, are you procrastinating on something that you know that needs to be done? So ask yourself this question. If I didn't do this thing, how much pain is it going to cost me? Like, are you delaying that? Think about those things. So in this new moon, collectively, this really feels like a good shift with it. It might have some bee stings with it. You may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you're going to take this with stride and have some patience. Making sure that you are on top of your health, which means that you're being more conscious of how much water intake you have, fresh fruits and vegetables for yourself, and making sure exactly where the vibration of your food is. This is not saying go on a diet. This means the vibration of your food. If it doesn't feel great, then that means your body's already telling you, don't eat there or don't eat this. So really take care of yourself. So if you have any questions, and if you guys are wanting your own personal reading, I will have a special down below.